Okay, I'm going to show you a strategy now called complete the square. First of all, if we had a quadratic like a squared plus 2a take away 3 is equal to 0, our objective here would be to solve for the value of a. Okay, now you could do this by factorizing, and the a squared means the a's go in, and then we would have a look at the factors of 3. Now 3 is a prime number, so obviously we're just going to have 3 and 1. If you ever get a prime number in a question, that's always really nice because there's no other possibilities. And then the rule is to look at the middle term. In this case it's 2, and this term is positive, and the rule is that the larger between the 3 and the 1 gets this positive, like so. And then we ask ourselves, to make this negative 3, we have a positive 3 times a something 1 makes that negative 3. And obviously a positive 3 times a negative 1 makes that negative 3. And so our answers are a plus 3 is equal to 0, or a take 1 is equal to 0, which means a is equal to negative 3, or a is equal to 1. Okay, and those are our two answers. And that's solving it by factorizing, which you guys should already know. But I'm going to show you a different strategy called completing the square. And the strategy works like this. First of all, we're going to move the negative 3 over to this side, and it'll look like this. Then we're going to take this term and take half of the 2, square it, and we'll put it right over here. Okay, so the half of 2 makes 1, and 1 squared is 1. And if I add 1 to the left side of the equation, I have to add it to the right-hand side of the equation as well, like that. Right, then we have a perfect square here. And this will always be the case. A squared plus 2a plus 1 will factorize nicely as a plus 1, a plus 1. This will always happen. This is called a perfect square. The left side will match these two products will match. And therefore we can do this. A plus 1 squared is equal to 4. Now, we're trying to solve for a, remember? So what I need to do is I need to square root both sides and then subtract the 1. So a plus 1 is equal to the square root of 4. And the square root of 4 has two answers to it, a positive 2 and a negative 2. And when we move the 1 to this side, we get plus or minus 2 take away 1. And so you can see that our two answers are a positive 2 take away 1 makes 1, and a negative 2 take away 1 makes negative 3. And we know that that's correct because we solved it by factorizing earlier on. So that's completing the square. Harder questions to come.